Hi guys, welcome back to Martin the Blogger YouTube channel. Today's video is my answer to your frequently asked questions to me. Martin, I have Can-Am Spyder RT and I would like to charge my phone, GPS, or I have some item that needs juice, that needs power. Where can I plug it? Are there any custom accessory circuits? If there are, where they are? Is there any difference? Is there any alternative? For example, what I'm running, is everything located in the front, or is there anything at the back as well? Well, you will find all of this in today's video. This is 2025 model, but this video will work on all Can-Am Spyder RT 2020 plus models. We are recording it in 2026 and it should work perfectly. So enough of this bullshit. Let's get started. Let's start with the most obvious solution. That I believe is the trickiest solution, and what to be aware of, maybe a tiny tip. So of course, well, Atlantida, right? You can connect anything you want directly to the battery. Oh, well, this video is going to be super useful, right? So you can connect it directly to the battery, but what to be of course aware of is that whatever you plug in, if it's not smart item, it will drain your battery even when you turn off your bike. So make sure you know what you're doing. For example, I have my phone from Quadlock. It's directly plugged. Actually, these are the cables. It's directly plugged to my battery, but what I'm using, and you were able to see it in different videos of mine when I talk about Quadlock, I use this smart charging tool, whatever it is. You can see the blue thing there. What it does, basically, it shuts down automatically when it sees that there is no juice coming to the battery. So when I turn off the engine, alternator is not running, the battery is not charging, it shuts down. So it's not draining my battery. It's very, very important. Now, top tip, maybe it will sound silly, but trust me, it's happening so many times. Those connectors on these batteries are, I don't know, like it's never happened to me on the car. It's always happening here on the Spyders. They like to get loose. And then there is a problem with power steering, then there is a problem with VSS, and then there is a bike not starting. I know it's silly, it's stupid, but I've been there so many times. Not only, of course, with my bikes, but so many people are asking questions, and this is usually the answer, loose connector. Now, to the more options. Customer accessory circuit. There are actually two very good access points in the front of the bike. One is on the right hand side when you look at the bike. One is on the left hand side where is the foot brake. How you will reach them, how to get to them, is you need to remove this side panel, this big ass side panel that it's also connected to this, I call them teeth, right? I have a video on my YouTube channel, how to remove side panel. A lot of useful stuff on Martin the Blogger YouTube channel. So in case you are not subscriber, subscribe, like, have the notifications on, because all the time you know what we are doing and it helps us to bring you more cool stuff when we are growing. So the cables are on the left hand side and right hand side. Now they are quite powerful. I'm not electrician, but when the bike gets off, and there is a difference, wait for it. When the bike gets off, it's 12 amps. And when the bike gets on, it's 14, whatever. It's bloody fast charger for my phone, for example. We have cables like this, that it's a USB charger. You can find it on martintheblogger.com/shop and in the future on NOBS3. Now, how to use these cables? You have two options. One, well, it's very easy. You just cut them. Don't worry about the connector. And plug whatever carefully so your bike will not burn down. Now, second option is to have a proper connector. That's my preferred option. For example, connector like we have here. So you have a connector, then you have some spare cables, or in our case, a USB charger. That's the best thing. Now, let me know if you were aware that there is quite a significant difference between custom accessory circuit on the side where is the foot brake versus the other one. For the demonstration purposes, we have this light connected to that custom accessory circuit, and this light connected to the side where is the foot brake. Don't worry about the difference in the look of the lights, because there are two different lights and we are doing a comparison video. It's a different story, but let me turn on first only the ignition. So the ignition is on, not the engine. And so this custom accessory circuit, it's sending juice directly when the bike is not on. Only the ignition is on. Whatever you will plug in, it will charge right now. Now, I will turn on the bike. Of course, both of them are on. And now, I will turn off the bike. And when I turn off the bike, the left-hand side stays on, and this one, it's automatically off. It's not that big difference, but it is. For example, this, when you turn the ignition on, it's already on. For example, GPS, you are at your bike and you would like to, on the parking lot, do something with the GPS, with the sat-nav. You just turn on the ignition, it gets the juice, it turns on, right? You don't have to start the bike. Where here, with this light, when I turn on the engine, the light went on. And when I turn it off, the light stayed on. And that's what I like when we have lights, like floorboard lights or these lights, they stay a little bit longer. It's like on the modern cars, like your go home kind of a light. I like it. Let me know if you were aware, and let me know if it's good to know. Now on to next one. Next one you will find on this side, and still I know it's plenty to remove only the side panel, so it's okay. 5 or 10 minute job. And it's right over here. So next to your ECU, it's plugged in. It looks like it's plugged in and it's doing something, but it's actually only a holder. And it's like this. It's a different connector. If you can see, this is like a, I don't know, I call it a 2-pin connector, where this one, it's actually a big ass 3-pin that is using only 2 pins. Good. So yeah, because it's a power and ground, right? It's just different style. We usually use this for floorboard lights or some other lights that, for example, BRP is selling. So that's a great connector. So that's just a quick tip where you can find another one. And how it is at the back. Well, unfortunately, no, I don't know everything. So in case you know, let me know in the comments. But me, as of 2025, I'm very good with F3s. I'm not super great with RTs because it's my new bike, and I don't know. I'm just always honest. Long story short, Martin the vlogger is not aware of any customer accessory, easy to access cable. What many people like rear, you usually use for extra lights. So for example, Showchrome is using this. You have a camera and everything in here. So a lot of juice in this area, and they are unplugging in and plugging in this set of cables. Of course, you have juice in those turn lights, brake lights. So many lights that you will do will go to those, right? But I'm not super aware that there is really like plug anything kind of a style, kind of a cable at the back. Have I done anything extra? If you are watching my videos, you know. But what I have done, very useful area, but not for everything. It's for lights. I'm using the connectors here at the front lights, running it from one side and also from the other side. And how it looks, where I have it, other side, for example, is here, right? So I have created my own customer accessory circuit, especially for LED lights, that I'm taking juice from the front fender. So all the way there, and here. And I have power, ground, and also turn light signal. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. In case I have missed something, and I'm not counting with this one. I don't care about of course, I know there is something in the glove box, but these cables were always for me as a, you know, for Apple Play, CarPlay, whatever. It's a data cable, more of a juice cable, so it's not really a good cable for me. So in case you know there is something else, let me know in the comments. That would be awesome. In case you have any questions, write them into comments, because I'm always replying and I can make videos on topics that interest you. And yeah, as I said, the biggest support that you can do, subscribe, like, have the notifications on, and write some comment. That would make a big thing for me, because we can grow. If the channel grows, we can make more cool or good videos, maybe like this one. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you need anything for your Can-Am Spyder RT or Canyon, martintheblogger.com/shop, or in the future NOBS3. And if you want, you can come ride Europe on 3 wheels with tourson3.com.